The heck was that? This test started a long time ago. It wasn't 95 degrees like now. It was 48 degrees. It was thousands of miles ago near Yosemite National Park. It was the 2010 BMW National Press Launch for the GS 1200. R1200GS to be exact. And in Yosemite, we got to ride some fantastic dirt roads and trails with full navis. That was the best part. Full navis all the way. Great off-road leading to the park. When we got in the park, it started to rain, thunder, then it started to snow, sleet, and hail. But what it did most when we got in the park was snow. About 30, 32 degrees. It was a blast. The only thing that kept us going was that we happened to have full off-road navis for our off-road riding. Happened to work out great for the pavement, otherwise we wouldn't have gotten very far at all. As it turns out, we went through a lot of snow and the ranger held us up and then he turned us around as things were icing up. So we had to leave about 26 motorcycles in the valley and be bussed out. Now here's the good part. It had been 72 degrees the whole week before we got there, and then it decides to snow when we're there. Now the following day, I went back to take photos with the photographer of the event. And we went in, it was raining, it was sunny, it was just pretty much a nice day, but it rained a little bit here and there. Had a quick lunch, met up with a lot of people on the ride. Went back out to take photos, got back to the same road we'd been on an hour, 2 hours before, and it started snowing, and basically they shut down the road again on us. So that was 2 days in a row. Then we turned around and went up the other way, and got some great photos. Well, that was with navis. From there, I rode the bike back to Southern California, full navis and all. Since then, I've done a lot of off-roading on this bike and had a blast. The bad part was the navis burned off really quick. Even though I was babying them most of the time, they burned off and my off-road fun had to come to an end. But that meant I got fresh street tires, the stock tires for this bike, which I'm on right now. So this portion of the test is to see how the bike works, as most people are going to outfit it. Stock tires, street tires, and most guys are going to ride on the street. You know, you buy a bike like this for the dream, the knowledge of where you can go, where it can take you. And it certainly can, because I've been doing that almost every day. I haven't passed up a dirt road on my nighttime rides. I've just done some pretty cool stuff. Thank you. Had an RC51 fall over taking photos right here in the road. Parked right on the side and it fell over. Not a good day. So as I was saying, onto the street. Now what I've done is I have the, you can see in the mirror, I have the aluminum, the large aluminum bags made for the Adventure model. These are the only bags you can get from BMW for the bike. They're big, they're heavy. You don't want to take them off. You're not going to be carrying them into hotel room unless you have to. They carry a lot. There's a lot of square space, no indentations to screw up, what you can carry. Extremely sturdy and tough. They're not cheap either, by the way. But anyways, I've loaded them up completely, and I'm wearing a pretty heavy backpack. So what I'm trying to simulate, or actually what I'm doing, is I'm riding like a lot of guys are going to travel, fully loaded. So that is the case with me. I won't be out as long as somebody that's, traveling for the summer or 2-week vacation or something. I'm trying to just get the suspension the way I like it for my pace. I'd like a little bit stiffer in the rear, even though I'm on firm. There's a little bit more I can do with the electronic suspension adjustment, which I'll give a whack later. Probably I'm going to end up very close to my full off-road settings. So I'm headed over to the coast. Found out something this morning, and that is on wide open roads. Not these. These are not wide open roads. The wide open roads that 1000cc sport bikes are made for. The GS starts to feel a little bit slow. Tricky corner here. Or is this the one? So I learned, new one. What I learned this morning is that wide open stuff, it starts to feel a little bit slow. If you want to change that, just rev the heck out of it, and there's more power up there than you'd expect. But the newfound power of the 2010, I absolutely love it. It's where you need it and want it most, which is to say the low end and mid-range. There's a little bit more up top by the dyno chart, but mainly where you feel it is low end and mid-range. Off-road, it's awesome. It's exactly what you want. So if you're coming out of a slow first gear, second gear corner, the torque is right there. It makes it feel like it responds quicker, and that's not what's happening. It just has more power right where it's needed. Also helps in the mid-range on the straight. Winds a little bit more than it used to. And there is power up there if you wind it out, which I did a lot off-road.
Hi, I'm Perry King. I love riding my motorcycle, but I never drink while I'm doing it. Don't spoil a good ride by drinking. Riding from bar to bar isn't riding, that's drinking. Stay sharp, stay focused, stay alive.